activities, or just listening to others to feel a sense of connection, giving words of affirmation, words of encouragement, or just simply doing necessary supplies for the elderly. Yung pagmamalasakit natin sa ating mga lolo at lola. This may consider this by some to be insignificant, but they have been found a real difference to others. This simple act of kindness are felt so deeply in times of uncertainty. No act is too simple, no moment is too small to bring comfort and healing. Today, we will be listening to an extraordinary woman who exemplifies values of a true-blooded Tamaraw nurse, whose act of kindness in the midst of pandemic has spread like a wildfire in various social media platforms in August 2020. May this event inspire you to create a culture where it is a sign of strength to show kindness and compassion both to others and selves. The best immune defense we currently have against COVID-19 is the human capacity for kindness and compassion. These qualities are at the core of our humanity, nasa kaibuturan ng ating pagkatao, and our capacity to respond and to recover in this time of pandemic. With that, salamat at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Dean Buenafe, for that inspiring message.
Now, to introduce the guest speaker for today, may I call on Dr. Michelle Comilar, the Senior Director for Admissions and Financial Assistance Office.
Thank you, Jansen. It is with great pleasure and honor for me to introduce our resource speaker this afternoon. Our speaker is Ms. Mary Lorrainne Pingol, an alumna of Far Eastern University and a licensed nurse. She graduated cum laude, obviously, of course, under the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program in the year 2011. She also took basic nursing skills training and physical care aid specialization in 2011 from Expertise-Based Competencies Advancement School. She is currently connected to Medicard Philippines Incorporated as a corporate nurse and a clinic management associate. She was also employed in a social welfare corporation in Sushi City, Japan from December 2017 to March 2019. She once experienced a teaching career in 2015 at Nightingale Caregiver and Advanced Technology School Incorporated. Nurse Pingol received several awards due to her heroic action in 2020 from the Bayaning Nars 2020 Award, Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nurse, Medicard Hero Award, and Gawad Filipino Hero of the Year 2020 Award. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a virtual warm applause to our speaker this afternoon, Ms. Mary Lorrainne Pingol.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you see me? Okay, so first I would like to greet everyone, no? So to the FEU administration, faculty, students, Dean Belinda Buenafe, fellow alumni, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. So I am really pleasured today to be with you and be part of this FEU Y Talks. I hope to share inspiration with you as I talk about my experiences throughout my nursing journey. I also hope to encourage senior high school students to take up nursing and ongoing nursing students to continue the course to become real nurses in the future. So before sharing my experiences as a nursing student and as a nurse, no, so let me tell you why I chose nursing in the first place. When I was a kid, whenever they asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up, I always said, I want to be a nurse. I want to help the sick, and I want to take care of those people who are old, no? Because I'm really close with my grandparents, so I want to take care of them when they get old and whenever they sick. So that was always my answer when I was a kid. Another is I have aunts who are nurses. So my aunts also influenced me in a way, okay, to make me want to become a nurse. Because whenever I saw them wear a white uniform, as a kid, I told myself, oh, I also want to wear a white uniform someday because it looks good. Okay. And then in high school, when I finished high school, actually, I also considered other courses to take in college. I considered journalism or mass communication because in high school, I was a writer and I was also the editor in chief of our newspaper, school publication. But why did I choose nursing in the end? Why not journalism? Why not mass communication? So there are many reasons for that. Okay. One reason is because during that time, nursing was in demand. I heard that nurses earn high salary, especially if you work abroad. And that's really true. So I'm saying it. Another reason is that I love sciences. Okay. And nursing is a science. I love to learn about the human body and anything about health. And the most reason why I chose nursing is because I remembered what I've always said when I was a kid. I want to take care of the sick. I want to take care of everyone, especially old people. No? So those are the reasons why I chose nursing. And why did I choose to study in FEU? Okay, so I am originally from Tarlac City. Okay, and I wanted to study in Manila when I finished high school. So there are two reasons why I chose FEU. First is because I knew that FEU has a good reputation when it comes to medical courses. So that includes nursing. Okay. And second is because I received I got qualified for a full academic scholarship at FEU upon enrollment. During my time, to qualify for a full academic scholarship, your high school general average should be 90% and above, plus your score on the entrance exam should be 95% and above. So luckily, I got those grades, okay? And because of that, I got qualified for the scholarship, which made my parents, which made my parents convinced to send me to Manila, to send me to study in FEU. Okay, so that's how it started. So now let me share with you my nursing journey as a student in FEU. Okay, so in this slide, so ito yon, no? Ito yung mga classmates ko noong nursing student ako. Nagjo-duty kami sa hospitals. Aside from lectures in class, meron kaming hospital duties. Ayan. Next slide po. Okay. Aside from hospital duties, meron din kaming mga community health duties. No, pinapadala kami ng FEU sa iba't ibang mga komunidad, sa mga iba't ibang barangay para mag-serve doon sa mga barangay health centers doon. So as part of those duties, meron kaming mga group activities kagaya nito. Okay? So as a group, gumagawa kami ng mga presentations. Ayan. Next slide po. So ayan, so this is also one of those group activities that we did when I was a nursing student. Okay? So ito, community health nursing. Ito sa isang barangay ito. So, sa mga estudyante na nanonood sa akin ngayon, especially sa mga senior high school, no? Kasi, di ba, usually when we say nursing or nurses, ang iniisip ng karamihan is hospital agad. Pag ikaw ay nurse, sa hospital ang bagsak mo or hospital lang ang workplace mo. But I want you to know, gusto ko malaman ninyo na ang nursing ay maraming fields, no? Pwede kayong mamili kung gusto niyo sa hospital, kung gusto niyo sa community setting, pwede rin. So community health nursing ganito siya. Sa isang barangay, kasi bawat barangay meron tayong mga nurses doon, and gumagawa tayo ng mga health programs para sa mga tao, no? So inaalam natin kung ano yung mga top problem sa barangay. For example, sa isang barangay is laganap pala ang dengue. So aalamin natin ano bang problema sa barangay na ito, bakit ang daming nagkakadengue? Baka marumi ang paligid, 'di ba? Baka maraming stagnant water. At tapos yung mga tao sa barangay, they're not well educated. So as a nurse, our responsibility is not to take care only of the sick, di ba? Our responsibility is also to educate people on how to become healthy. So, balik tayo dun sa example ko, maraming dengue sa barangay, so you have to educate the people na mga manong, mga manang, ito po ang mga dahilan kung bakit dumarami po ang damog sa ating barangay, di ba? So, kailangan po nating maging malinis sa paligid, kailangan po natin na maging malinis sa katawan. So, you educate people, no, para yung mga tao, even without you, kaya nilang alagaan ang sarili nila. So, if you have a healthy barangay, kung ang bawat barangay ay healthy, magiging healthy ang buong bansa. Hindi po ba? And the next slide. So ayan, part din yan ng community health nursing. Masaya ang nursing actually, no? Nursing is fun and exciting kasi iba-ibang bagay ang mararanasan ninyo. Hindi lang puro libro na makakapal ang mararanasan ninyo, hindi lang puro hospital duties, mararanasan niyo rin yung makipag-interact sa iba't ibang klaseng tao. Kasi as a nurse, ang magiging pasyente natin hindi lang iisang klase. Lahat ng klase ng tao pwede nating maging pasyente. So ayan, so nakikita ninyo, no, sa barangay, community health nursing, empowering people in the community for better health. So ito yung mga tao sa barangay. Next slide. Tapos, of course, sa barangay meron tayong mga services, health services for the people, kagaya ng circumcision or tuli, di ba? Naranasan ko iyon as a nursing student. So, masaya, exciting and challenging kasi challenging dahil circumcision is a minor surgery, di ba? Pero bilang estudyante, mararanasan mo na manahi, manahi ng sugat, mag-assist sa mga ganyang klaseng bagay. So, isa din yan sa mga magagandang bagay kung bakit magandang mag-take ng nursing. Ito naman, hospital duty po ito with my classmates. Ito, nag-duty kami sa isang infectious disease hospital sa leprosy hospital siya sa Caloocan. So this hospital is specialized in leprosy patients, no? Leprosy or ketong. So nung nag-duty kami doon, lahat ng mga pasyente doon ay may ketong. And ketong wala pong kagamutan ito. Yung mga pasyente doon na sila nakatira. And most of them inabandon na rin ng kanilang pamilya. Okay? So bilang isang nursing student na nag-alaga sa mga may ketong during this time, maliban sa knowledge and skills na natutunan ko, okay, natutunan ko rin na mas maging maunawain, mas maging mabait, at mas maging mapagpasensya sa mga pasyente. Kasi itong mga pasyenteng ito na may mga malubhang sakit, at saka mga inabandona na ng kanilang mga pamilya, malulungkot po sila. Malulungkot sila, yung iba umiiyak, yung iba naman medyo masungit, magwawala. So, as a nursing student, naranasan ko iyon and I realized na kung gusto kong maging isang nurse, isang mabuting nurse someday, maliban sa knowledge and skills, kailangan ko ring maging matyaga at mapagpasensya. Kailangan kong mahalin yung mga pasyente ko. Okay? So, ito yung picture kanina. Itong picture na to, yan, ano yan, duty namin yan sa isang hospital sa Tondo, Manila. Okay, so as a nursing student, marorotate po kayo sa iba't ibang hospital sa within and outside Metro Manila. So masaya. Masaya po mag-aral ng nursing sa FEU. And then ito, ako po yung nakaupo, no? So we are practicing here NGT feeding or nasogastric tube feeding. Yung nasogastric tube feeding, ginagawa po ito sa mga estudyante natin, ha? Ginagawa ang NGT feeding kapag ang pasyente ay hindi makakain. Di ba kumakain tayo by mouth? So, may mga medical conditions kasi na walang kakayahan ng pasyente mo na makakain siya by mouth. That is why mag-insert ka ng tube sa ilong downwards papunta sa tiyan, no? Tapos doon mo ipapasok yung pagkain. Yung pagkain na yon hindi na siya buo. Ano na siya, liquefied, no? In liquid form na siya. Doon mo ipapasok sa tube, dadaan siya sa ilong, papunta sa tiyan. Para yung pasyente, kahit hindi siya makakain by mouth, magiging ano pa rin siya, meron pa rin siyang sustansya na makukuha sa katawan niya. Okay? So as a student, natutunan ko rin ito. Exciting, di ba? Kasi this is not ordinary. Not everyone will learn this, no? Unless you take up nursing or other medical courses. So kung mahilig kayo sa mga ganitong challenges, yeah, please take up nursing. Okay, next. Ito naman, pediatric nursing. So when you say pediatric nursing, it is caring for children, no? Itong picture na to, nag-duty kami sa isang hospital. Na-assign po ako sa neonatal intensive care unit or NICU. Yun yung ICU para sa mga bata. ICU para sa mga sanggol na medyo critical ang kalagayan. So kung nakikita ninyo, yung sanggol dito, napakapayat po niya, premature po siya. At ang ginagawa ko dito, sinasuction ko siya, no? Kasi may mga mucus pa siya na natira sa lalamunan, sa bibig, saka sa ilong. So syempre hindi makakahinga mabuti ang bata, 'di ba? Kaya kailangan mong tanggalin 'yon using the suction. As a nursing student, natutunan ko 'yan. So very thankful ako. Next. Ayan, ito naman is school nursing. So gaya ng sabi ko sa inyo kanina, kapag nag-take up kayo ng nursing, hindi lang kayo puro hospital, hindi lang din community, ma-assign din kayo sa mga schools. So when I was a student in FEU, nagkaroon din kami ng duty sa isang public school. Okay, so itong picture na to, ito yung school nurse doon sa eskwelahan, no? Nagbabakuna siya. And ako, as a nursing student, nanonood kami sa kanyang ginagawa, pero syempre while watching, we are learning also, no? We are learning what she's doing, 'di ba? So it's a really good experience then, 'di ba? So habang nag-aaral tayo ng nursing sa FEU, no, itong FEU talagang ipaparanas niya sa mga estudyante lahat ng mga klase ng duties, okay? Para maging magaling tayong nurses in the future. So, ito yung nag-graduate na ako. Graduation day, that was April 12. So, I graduated cum laude. Well, ito, sabihin ko sa inyo, dear students, no, nursing is fun, nursing is exciting, nursing is challenging, okay? Marami kayong matututunan. You will make friends you will be joining different activities. But let me also tell you na aside from the good times, syempre, merong mga hard times, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng good times lagi. So the hard times would be yung mga difficult times, no? Kapag, syempre, as you advance from first year to second year to third year to fourth year, pahirap ng pahirap ang mga subjects. Okay? So, pahirap ng pahirap and then dumarami ang activities mo, nagiging hectic ang schedule mo. Okay? So that is the difficult part. However, no matter how difficult iyon, okay, those difficult times will motivate you to strive harder, will motivate you to do your best, 'di ba? Para makapasa and para makagraduate and eventually maging nurse someday. So ayan, fortunately and thankfully, nag-graduate po ako after 4 years of taking up nursing in FEU. After those fun times and hard times as well, nag-graduate ako as cum laude. Next. And then after graduation, of course, merong review, di ba? Merong review. Tapos, ang FEU, nagbibigay sila ng motivational day or motivational talk before you take the board exam. Okay, so this motivational talk, ang purpose nito, of course, is to motivate students na na pumasa sa board exam. At hindi lang basta pumasa, as much as possible, mas maganda kung maging top 1, di ba? So, ayan, top 1, you can, no? Yun nga lang, hindi ako naging top 1. Pero okay lang. Basta po, at least pumasa ako at nagkaroon ako ng license, nakapagtrabaho ako as a nurse. Okay? Pero ang advice ko sa inyo, of course, in everything you do, you always aim for the best, 'di ba? You do your best and you always aim for the best. 'Yon. Okay. So after taking the board exam, nakapasa po ako. Ito po yung oath-taking ceremony. Kasama ko ang mother ko. Ito yung panunumpa bilang isang nurse. Kasama sa panunumpa namin na mga nurse is yung bilang kasi nursing is a gift to humanity, no? It is not just a profession. So during the oath taking, nanumpa kami na bilang isang nurse, tutulong kami sa lahat ng klase ng tao, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of social status, no? Mahirap man o mayaman, Muslim man o Katoliko, kahit sino pa yan, basta nangailangan ng tulong mo bilang isang nurse, tutulungan mo. Isa yon sa mga sinumpaan naming mga nurses. Okay. Ito, nung nakapagtrabaho na po ako sa ospital, ito yung first job ko as a nurse sa isang local hospital sa Tarlac. Isa akong nurse trainee dito kasi during my time kasi it's either volunteer ka or nurse trainee, 'di ba? Kasi sa sobrang dami ng nurses, yun yung mga opportunities na available nung time na yon. So naging nurse trainee ako. Next. Ayan. So sa hospital, nagcha-charting din po tayo. When you say charting, nire-record po natin ang mga details ng ating mga pasyente, yung kalagayan nila, no? Kung anong nangyari sa kanila throughout the shift, throughout the day, kailangan mong i-record iyon, ano yung mga pinainom mong gamot, ano yung mga vital signs nila. Vital signs includes kung nilagnat ba sila, kung mataas ba ang BP nila, lahat ng tungkol sa pasyente, ilalagay mo dyan. Kasi, yung record na yan, at the end of the shift, bago ka umuwi, ipapasa mo yan sa nurse na papasok, yung kapalitan mo. That's why you have to really record everything. Okay. And then, so bago ako magsimula dito sa caring for the elderly, so after kong mag-work as a nurse sa Tarlac, after passing the board exam, nagkasakit ako ng leukemia. Okay, that was in 2013. In 2013, I was diagnosed with leukemia. And of course, if you will compare my immune system to the immune system of healthy people na walang sakit, mas mababa po ang aking immune system. Kaya because of that, I decided na I decided na tumigil sa pagtatrabaho bilang isang nurse dahil natakot po ako na magkasakit ulit. Dahil syempre kung magtatrabaho ako as a nurse sa ospital kasi maraming infection baka mahawa ako tapos mapupuyat din ako, di ba? Kaya since 2013 when I was diagnosed, I stopped nursing for several years. Okay? So during those years, iba't ibang trabaho po ang ginawa ko. Nagturo ako. Mostly nasa pagtuturo ako. Lagi akong nagtuturo. Okay? But then, as years went by, I felt na parang may kulang. May kulang. I felt empty. No? I stopped nursing for several years. I did other jobs. And I felt empty. And I told myself, parang wala akong direksyon. So, because of that, parang na-realize ko, bumalik kaya ako sa nursing profession. Bumalik kaya ako sa first love ko. So, first love ko is yung nursing, di ba? Doon ako nagsimula balikan ko kaya siya, balikan ko kaya ang nursing. So, because of that thinking na makabalik sa nursing profession, nag-apply ako sa Japan. Ayan, nag-apply ako sa isang elderly facility sa Japan. Okay, nag-alaga ako ng mga matatanda doon. Hindi siya sa bahay, it is a facility, para siyang hospital for the elderly, exclusively for the elderly. Itong patient na ito, siya ang paborito kong pasyente doon. Ayan, so as a staff sa isang elderly facility, ang ginagawa ko doon is, what we do there is, pakakainin mo ang mga matatanda kasi many of them cannot eat by themselves na. So you have to assist them in activities of daily living such as feeding, pakainin mo sila, paliliguan mo sila, okay? Tapos bibihisan mo rin sila, and they cannot walk on their own na. So you have to transfer them from bed to wheelchair, and you have to transfer them from wheelchair to bed, 'di ba? So ganun ang trabaho, no? Kapag nag-aalaga kayo ng mga matatanda. Next slide. Ayan. So another patient po namin ito. So when you take care of the elderly, kasi pag matanda na, retired na yung mga yan, 'di ba? So they're not working anymore and hindi na sila nakakagalaw, no? Yung iba diyan bedridden pa. So as a nurse, ang role mo is to provide quality of life to the elderly, no? Na kahit hindi na sila nakakagalaw on their own, meron pa rin quality of life sila. So how will you do that? So you will prepare activities, 'di ba? You will prepare activities for them para gumana pa rin ang kanilang pag-iisip. So you will prepare like activities like singing kasi mahilig silang kumanta. You will also prepare activities like arts, no? Yung iba sa kanila is mahilig mag-draw para lang to keep them active. You have to keep the elderly active, okay? Para yun nga maging quality pa rin yung buhay nila. Tapos pakakainin mo sila ng mga masusustansyang pagkain, and every special occasion kagaya ng birthday, you celebrate it with them, 'di ba? So that's one role of a nurse, no? It's not only taking care talaga of the sick na panay injection, yung usual image kasi ng nurse, 'di ba? Injection, BP, hindi lang ganoon, okay? Ang nurse, ang trabaho ng nurse malawak po, hindi lang po injection, hindi lang po BP. So kasama diyan yung education, yung pagtuturo mo sa mga pasyente on how to become healthy. Nariyan yung magiging companion kanila, kagaya nitong mga matatandang ito. They're alone, di ba? They're lonely, they're alone. So you will become their companion, you will become their friend, you will become their family, di ba? So, yun. Next. Ito, sa Japan din po ito. As you can see, nakakimono ako. Doon sa elderly facility kasi, yearly meron kaming activities for the elderly. Nagkakandak kami ng activities, no? Tapos ini-invite din namin yung mga families and relatives nila. And we also talk to their families and relatives. Of course, we talk to them and we tell them how their grandparents are doing in the facility, di ba? So you have to, as a nurse, you also have to mingle with the family of the patients. You have to mingle with them, no? Yun. So ito, Christmas, di ba? Ito yung isang patient namin, stroke patient po iyan. Hindi na siya nakakapagsalita, hindi rin nakakakain on her own, hindi nakakapaglakad. So doon sa Japan, pag may special occasions tsaka holidays, may mga activities kami, nagde-dress up kami as Santa Claus, nagbibigay kami ng mga regalo sa mga matatanda. Okay? So yun nga, like what I said a while ago, providing quality of life to elderly patients. Hindi naman porket matanda na sila at may sakit na sila at parang naghihintay na lang ng oras nila ay pababayaan mo sila. You have to give them good and fun experiences, no? And you should be compassionate enough and patient enough to take care of them kasi hindi po madaling mag-alaga ng mga pasyente lalo na ng matanda. So as a nurse, matututunan mo talaga na maging makatao, maging mapagpakumbaba at maging mapagpasensya at maunawain sa mga pasyente mo. And then after Japan, bumalik ako ng Pilipinas in 2019. So I looked for a job in the Philippines and I found this job at Medicard Philippines. Yun po yung current company ko ngayon. I started in 2019. So I am a company nurse. Ito, naka-PPE ako dito kasi pandemic. Nung 2020, nag-start na yung pandemic. So as a company nurse, ano ang ginagawa ko as a company nurse para may idea yung mga students natin? Okay? As a company nurse, yung inaalagaan ko ang mga empleyado sa isang company. So whenever an employee gets sick or injured inside the company, they go to the clinic at ako po ang lumilingon sa kanila. Okay? Kunwari, sa company, biglang may nilagnat, ako ang a-attend. Biglang may nahimatay, ako ang mag-aasikaso. So everything, no? Everything na emergency inside the company, ako po bilang isang company nurse ang umaasikaso. Okay? Yun ang trabaho ng company nurse. Pero hindi lang iyon, okay? May iba pang trabaho. Aside from emergency cases, as a company nurse also, gumagawa ka ng mga programa. Okay? Gumagawa ka ng mga recommendations para mapanatiling safe ang workplace mo. Okay? For example, in the company, marami ang hypertensive. Marami sa mga empleyado ang hypertensive. So, bakit kaya sila hypertensive, 'di ba? So, as a company nurse, alamin ko 'yon bakit sila hypertensive, and then I will make programs, 'di ba? On how to educate them, okay, to have a healthy lifestyle para bumaba ang kanilang blood pressure. So that's one example, no, ng mga ginagawa ko as a company nurse. And then now, because it's pandemic, since last year, naging party na rin ng trabaho ko as a company nurse to screen employees for COVID-19. We conduct screening, kaya nga naka-PPE tayo. Okay, ini-screen ko sila through rapid testing and thorough assessment, di ba? To make sure that the company is safe from COVID-19. So, ganun po ang mga trabaho ko bilang isang company nurse. So, sa mga estudyante natin, ayan, may isa kayong option. Maraming options as a nurse. Pwede kayong maging hospital nurse, pwede kayong maging community health nurse, 'di ba? Sa mga barangay or cities, community health nurse 'iyon. Pwede kayong maging school nurse, pwede kayong maging company nurse, okay? And many more, marami pa. Pwede kayong maging mental nurse. Wala lang akong picture kasi during that time nung nursing student ako, yung phone ko walang camera. Hindi ako binibilhan ng magulang ko ng high-tech na cellphone noon. Kaya wala akong masyadong picture. But anyway, so nag-duty din kami sa mga mental hospitals noon when I was a nursing student, no? Naranasan ko na mag-alaga ng mga pasyente na medyo may sakit sa pag-iisip, 'di ba? So that is another option for you students, no? Nag-duty din kami sa mga military hospitals. Military hospitals meaning yung hospital na yon exclusive siya para sa mga sundalo. Okay? So marami tayong pwedeng maging options kapag nag-take kayo ng nursing. And then itong picture na ito po yung awarding ceremony namin sa company last year. Kasi yearly, nagkakaroon ng employees award ang Medicard. So, I'm really thankful na binigyan nila ako ng award kahit na baguhan pa lang ako sa company. I'm just a newbie, okay? I'm just a newbie in the company, but then they saw something in me. So yeah, they saw something in me and they gave me awards. So I'm really thankful for that and I feel humbled. Yun. And then ito po, I know this is really familiar sa inyong lahat. This happened last year in August of last year. So one morning, habang papasok ako ng trabaho, naglalakad lang po ako. Nagmamadali dahil late na ako sa trabaho. A group of barangay officials called my attention because they saw I was wearing a white uniform. Nurse, they asked me. And then lumapit ako. Bakit po? Nurse, could you please help us? Tulungan niyo po kami. Meron pong homeless woman sa tabi ng kalsada na nanganak. That's what they told me. Tulungan niyo po kami, nurse, kasi wala po kaming nurse dito. Hindi rin po available yung midwife namin. Yun po ang sabi nila. So, to be honest with you, when they asked me to help the mother and child during that time, I was terrified. I was scared, okay, to be honest with you. I was scared not because of the pandemic. Hindi po ako takot sa coronavirus. But I was scared because I was not confident enough as a nurse to attend to the situation of the mother and child na nanganak sa kalsada. Why? Because gaya ng sabi ko noon, natigil po ako sa pagiging nurse nung nagkasakit ako. After ko magkasakit in 2013, siguro mga 7 years po akong walang practice as a nurse. Tapos, bigla akong bumalik sa nursing. So, during those long years na wala akong practice, I lost my confidence as a nurse. Kaya natakot po ako na tumulong sa kanila. But then, although natakot ako, naisip ko rin, what if I don't help them? What will happen to them? If I don't help them, will there be someone else to help them? Wala. There's no one else to help them at that time. That's why I told myself, okay, I will help them. Nilakasan ko po ang loob ko at tinulungan ko sila. Okay? Habang tinutulungan ko sila, habang nilalabas ko po yung placenta, actually baby out na po siya nung nakita ko, but then yung placenta kasi ay nasa loob pa, yung umbilical cord is not yet cut. So yun, unti-unti ko lang naman nilabas, dahan-dahan lang dahil hindi pwedeng may maiwan sa loob na laman. Tapos, pinutol ko po yung umbilical cord gamit ang gunting na ibinigay ng barangay sa akin,
August 20.
which is marumi. Dinisinfect na lang naman po iyon with alcohol, no? Pero kulang pa rin iyon. But anyways, yun po ang ginamit ko. So I helped them at sobrang kaba ko iyon. Sobrang kaba ng aking puso nung time na iyon. So while I was helping them, I prayed to God silently, Lord, please guide me. Please do not let me have a mistake in helping this mother and child, no? And thankfully talaga, thankfully, everything went smoothly. Wala pong nangyaring masama sa mag-ina. The baby was healthy. The mother was also healthy, no? Although nanganak sila sa tabi ng basurahan, healthy silang dalawa. So after ko silang tinulungan, pinadala ko na po sila sa ospital, diretso sa ospital. Tsaka na ako pumasok sa trabaho. At super late na po ako noon. I was 2 hours late. 2 hours. So, you know, this incident was really life-changing for me because hindi ko alam na magva-viral po ako because of this. Hindi ko rin po inaasahan na titingnan ng mga tao ang ginawa ko bilang isang malaking bagay. Kasi for me, it is, ano ba, because I am a nurse, right? Because I am a nurse at may sinumpaan nung panunumpa ko po as a nurse, may sinumpaan po kami na tutulungan namin ang mga tao na mangailangan ng tulong namin bilang nurse. At ginawa ko lang po iyon. Ginawa ko lang po ang aking tungkulin. So, hindi ko po inaasahan na titingnan ng mga tao ang ginawa ko bilang isang napakalaking bagay. Okay, at nagpapasalamat naman po ako sa inyong lahat dahil ganun po ang naging pagtingin ninyo sa akin. So, I was really thankful for this incident because it restored my confidence. I lost my confidence before as a nurse, but because of this incident, somehow I felt like, oh, kaya ko pa rin pala maging isang emergency nurse by the roadside pa. Parang ganon. So, I realized na, alam ko pa pala mag-assist sa isang nanganganak na nanay. Kasi the last time na nakaranas ako ng ganitong pangyayari was when I was a student, no? When I was a student, nag-assist din po ako sa isang nanay na nanganganak sa ospital, maraming beses. Yun po yung last time. So, itong insidenteng ito last year sa kalsada, first time po ulit ito after so many years. Kaya, nagpapasalamat po ako. Next. So, ito. Sabi dito, nursing is not only a job and a profession. It is more of a calling and dedication to serve anytime, anywhere. So, nursing, no? When we say nursing, it is a job, di ba? Of course, it is a job. It is a profession. But, hindi lang po job and profession. It is more than that, no? It is more of a dedication. It is more of a calling. It is more of a passion. Ito yung passion mo na makatulong sa ibang tao na nangangailangan ng iyong tulong. Kahit nasaan ka pa. Okay? So when you become a nurse, you are not a nurse only within the walls of your workplace. You are not a nurse only within the hospital. You are not a nurse only within the clinic. Wherever you go, you are a nurse kahit nasa labas ka pa ng trabaho mo. Kapag naging nurse ka, mapanasaan ka man, kahit kailanman, isa kang nurse. At kapag may nangailangan ng iyong tulong, you have to help. And it's not hindi lang po ito simpleng tungkulin. Mararamdaman mo rin sa sarili mo. Mararamdaman mo rin sa puso mo iyong compassion. Okay? Yung compassion, yung awa para sa tao na nangangailangan. Okay? So, since capable ka naman na makatulong dahil isa kang nurse, you will really help. It's not only because it is your responsibility, but because you really want to. Okay? Yun. And then next. So after the incident, after that incident of helping the mother and child, many organizations contacted me. Isa po doon ay ang Philippine Nurses Association. Okay? And I was really surprised that they chose me to be to become a recipient of the Bayaning Nars Award. Never in my entire life na magkakaroon po ako ng naisip ko po na magkakaroon ako ng award bilang isang nurse. Dahil nga sa mga nangyari sa buhay ko noon, nagkasakit ako, nahinto po ako sa pagiging nurse for several years, nawalan ako ng confidence sa sarili. At eto, kababalik ko lang sa nursing profession, sa isang company pa, hindi sa hospital, no? Hindi ko po naisip or inaasahan na magkakaroon ako ng awards. But then, because of that incident, or hindi ko alam kung ano po ang nakita ng mga tao sa akin. Okay? Pero pagkatapos po ng insidente na nangyari last year, insidente ng pagtulong ko sa mag-ina, maraming tao at marami pong organisasyon ang natuwa at humanga sa aking ginawa. So, Bayaning Nars Award was my first ever award as a nurse. Okay? This was given by the Philippine Nurses Association. And then next award would be the Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nurses. So after the Bayaning Nars Award, nakatanggap po ako ng next award ko, which is itong Daisy Award. Dahil din doon sa ginawa kong pagtulong sa mag-ina. So Daisy Award is a USA-based award, no? Hindi po siya nakabase dito sa Pilipinas. This is from the USA. Tapos meron lang po silang partners dito sa Pilipinas. So through their partners, binigay po nila sa akin itong award na ito. So again, I was surprised. Actually, last year po ang dami pong surprises sa buhay ko. Yung insidente, it was a surprise for me. And these awards, these are surprises for me. Okay, next slide po. And then I also had this Gawad Filipino Hero of the Year Award in the medical field category. That was given in December last year. So, ito talaga, gulat na gulat talaga ako dito dahil I heard about Gawad Filipino before already eh. So it is a prestigious award being given to people in different fields, no? And I was really surprised when they emailed me, when they sent me an email telling me that they want to give me this award. So sobrang nagpapasalamat po ako for this, and these awards motivate me to become a better nurse. Gusto ko pa pong mag-improve as a nurse. At hindi po ako nagsisisi na binalikan ko ang nursing profession. Okay, minsan kong iniwan ang nursing, bumalik ako, at hindi po ako nagsisisi. And ngayon masasabi ko talaga na nursing and I are meant to be. Meant to be kami ng nursing. At gusto ko pong maging nurse hanggang sa mag-retire ako. So, okay. So, yun po yung nursing journey ko, ano? Now, let me talk about ito. The word nurse, okay? So, the word nurse came from the Latin word nutritia, which means to nourish, okay? So, when you say to nourish, literally, no, when you say to nourish, you are giving nutrients, diba? For example, if you're nourishing your baby, you are feeding your baby, diba? You're giving nutrients to the baby. If you are nourishing a plant, dinidiligan mo yung halaman at nilalagyan mo ng fertilizer, diba? Para makatanggap ng sustansya. So, yun yung literal meaning ng nourish. But if you're going to think deeply pa, No, if you're going to to think further, to nourish means to take care, 'di ba? So to nourish means to take care of something or of someone. You want to take care of someone or something because you want this thing or you want this person to have a better life, to have a quality of life. You want to make a difference in this person. Okay? So that is the role of a nurse, no? Okay, next slide po. Ito, meron tayong acronym. Nurse, N is for never giving up. U is for understanding what your patients need. R is for the reliable care you provide. S is for saving lives. And E is for encouragement and giving others hope. So, isa-isahin natin. So, N muna tayo. N is for never giving up. Never giving up. Oo, never giving up. As a nurse, marami po tayong mararanasan na mahihirap na sitwasyon sa ating trabaho, 'di ba? Especially when you're dealing with patients, no? With patients who are in critical conditions, especially when you're dealing with patients na masusungit, 'di ba? Syempre may mga pasyenteng ganun talaga na masungit, yung iba nananakit, 'di ba? Yung iba naman talaga ay hopeless case na wala nang cure yung kanilang sakit. Pero as a nurse, we don't give up on our patients eh. Okay? We do not give up on them. Hanggang sa huling sandali ng buhay nila, naroroon tayo sa tabi nila to give, to give care, to give friendship, to show compassion, diba? And to give hope, no? And then letter U. U is for understanding what your patients need. So as a nurse, you have to understand. Okay, so before you understand what your patients need, you have to know first what they need. Ano ba ang kailangan ng mga pasyente mo? And you will know that by putting yourself in the situation of your patients. Isipin mo, kung ako kaya ang nasa kalagayan ng pasyente ko, ano kaya ang pakiramdam? Ano kaya ang kailangan ko? So when you start to think something like that, okay, that is how you will know and that is how you will understand kung ano talaga ang kailangan ng pasyente mo. And when you know and you understand what they need, you will be able to give what they need. Okay? And then R is for the reliable care you provide. So reliable, okay? Maaasahan sa Tagalog. So bilang isang nurse, kailangan yung care na binibigay mo sa mga pasyente mo ay reliable. When you say reliable, of course, it should be, it should be science-based, di ba? It should be standardized, no? Kailangan, as much as possible, you are really careful with the procedures that you make, di ba? You are careful with the medicines that you give, okay? You are careful with how you interact with them so as not to hurt their feelings, di ba? So yun po ang pagiging reliable, okay? Because when you are reliable, patients will trust you more. Makukuha mo yung tiwala ng pasyente mo. Okay? At kapag nakuha nyo po ang tiwala ng pasyente nyo, mas magiging madali ang patient care. Kasi mas magiging cooperative po sila sa inyo. And then S is for saving lives. So, nurses, no? Nurses save lives. Okay? Saving lives doesn't mean naman na kailangan, syempre hindi naman po natin hawak ang buhay ng bawat tao. Hindi po natin alam kung hanggang kailan ang buhay ng bawat tao, hindi po ba? Pero what I mean is, in dealing with our patients, no matter what their medical condition is, whether malalaman ang sakit nila o hindi, or may sakit man sila o wala, we save them. Diba? We save them. We save them by giving them education by empowering them, diba? We empower them, we educate them, and we take care of them. So that's how we save their lives. And then letter E, E is for encouragement and giving others hope. So, encouragement. Bilang isang nurse, hindi lang po tayo tagapag-alaga, hindi lang po tayo caregiver. We are also like a friend or a family member to our patients. Okay? We give them encouragement and hope, lalo na during the difficult times in their lives. Okay? So, yun po. Ito po ang mga characteristics ng isang nurse. And sa mga estudyante natin, if you have these characteristics, then please be a nurse, no? Tsaka sa mga ongoing nursing students natin, you have to be compassionate enough to become a nurse. Okay, next po. So, is nursing the right career choice for you? Sa mga senior high students natin, tsaka sa mga ongoing students, nursing students. Okay, next slide. Tingnan natin. So here, gumawa ako ng layout. Okay, so on the left side, makikita nyo yung yellow side, personal aspirations. On the other side, nandoon po yung career aspirations. When you say aspirations, ito ang mga bagay na gusto mong makamit. Ito yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin. Ito yung mga bagay na gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Okay? And I divided them into personal and career. So, para malaman mo what you really want to do, para malaman mo what you really want to study in college, you have to know what you want. Okay? You have to know what you want to do. So, tingnan natin itong personal aspirations. Okay? You want to care for others. You want to help others. Okay? Sa pamilya mo, may mga nurses din at na-impluwensyahan ka nila. Could be, di ba? Nakikita mo ang sarili mo bilang isang nurse in the future. At higit sa lahat, gusto mong makagawa ng pagbabago or difference in other people's lives. Okay? So kung nakakaramdam kayo ng mga ganitong desires, no? If you have these desires to care for other people, if you have this desire to change other people's lives for the better, okay, then nursing is for you. Okay? Next, of course, aside from personal aspirations, you have to also check your career aspirations. Anong klaseng career ba ang gusto ninyo? So, tingnan natin. Secure and stable job. Okay? When you say secure and stable job, stable. Kumbaga, may maayos kang salary, di ba? May maayos kang kita na enough para sa ikabubuhay mo at ng pamilya mo. No? Interesting profession. Interesting dahil marami kang matututunan at marami kang mararanasan. Di ba? Marami kang makakasalamuhang tao, iba't ibang klaseng tao. Broad opportunities. Maraming opportunities po sa nursing. Okay? Mapa sa Pilipinas or mapa sa abroad, marami pong opportunities. Diverse fields of work. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, habang estudyante pa lang tayo, ipaparanas po ng FEU sa atin na ipaparanas nila sa atin yung nursing duties sa iba't ibang setting. Hospital, community, school, saan pa ba? And many more. Marami. Mental, di ba? So, diverse fields of work, no? Pwede kayong mamili, may options. Hindi lang hospital. Kung ayaw mo mag-hospital, pwede ka mag-company. Kung ayaw mag-company, mag-barangay ka, mag-community health nurse ka. O kaya mag-military ka. Maraming fields, okay? And then, able to travel. Yes, pwede tayong makapag-travel as a nurse. Especially ang mga nurses, napaka-in-demand nila sa abroad, no? Marami pong nurses sa atin ang umaalis ngayon, nagtatrabaho sa abroad, and they are enjoying their life abroad, no? Traveling. aside from that, meron din naman kasi tayong nurses sa mga barko, meron din tayong nurses sa mga airlines, di ba? So if you get to work in those kinds of nursing jobs, then you get to travel na rin, di ba? And also, if you are a community health nurse, you also get to travel locally. Diba? You get to travel from one province to another, no, from one city to another. And through travel, you will be able to gain experiences and new learnings. And then nursing can also be a stepping stone for other career choices. So if ever in the long run, gusto mong sumubok ng ibang career, no? Kunwari gusto mong magturo. So, nursing is a good stepping stone. Okay? So, if you finish your bachelor's degree, pwede kayong mag-master's degree in nursing para makapagturo po kayo. So, kayo na ang magiging clinical instructor ng mga aspiring nurses, ng mga estudyante, di ba? If you want to become a researcher, pwede rin, nurse researcher. So, meron tayong tinatawag na nursing research, di ba? So, itong mga nurses na ito na nagiging researcher, gumagawa po sila ng mga research and studies, okay, to improve the nursing, to improve nursing practices, especially in our country, di ba? For better patient care. So, that's another career choice, no? Maraming pwedeng patunguhan ang nursing. So, these are just guides, okay? These are just guides for you to decide if you should take up nursing in college or not, okay? So, if you have these kinds of personal aspirations as well as these career aspirations, then nursing is the choice for you. Okay, it is the course of choice for you. So, ayun lang. I invite you, no, itong mga senior high school students natin. I invite you and I encourage you to become a nurse and to become a frontline warrior. Yes, we are a warrior, okay? Because we are in the front lines. Ang kalaban natin hindi nakikita. Ang kalaban natin is virus. Ang kalaban natin ay bacteria, mga sakit na hindi nakikita ng ating mga mata. Okay? Pero kahit hindi natin sila nakikita, we are great. Okay? We are great. Why? Because we are equipped with knowledge and skills, and we are equipped with compassion. You want to take care of someone or ayun. Yun lamang po. Salamat po.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Mary Lorrainne Pingol, for that inspiring sharing. I am very certain that our participants learned a lot. At this point, we are inviting some of you to ask questions to our guest speaker. Start off, Sir Jensen, do you have any question on your end?
All right, Miss Lorraine, we have a question here from our participant. What were your motivations for continuing your career as a nurse after your experience or diagnosed leukemia?
Okay. So my motivation was I want to have a direction. Okay. I want a career growth because when I stopped nursing after getting diagnosed with leukemia, I felt like I lost my direction. And then I told myself, what if bumalik na lang ako sa nursing? Balikan ko yung first love ko, which is nursing. Diba? Baka may mangyari sa buhay ko. And then binalikan ko siya. So that was my motivation, no? I want to have a direction. And nursing gave me the direction that I was looking. Yun po.
All right. I totally agree with you, Miss Lorraine. That is very inspiring and motivational to our students. Okay, I have a second question here, Miss Lorraine. Okay, so what is the most valuable learning or experience that FEU has taught to you as a nurse?
Okay, the most valuable learning that FEU has taught me to become a nurse, okay, is to have discipline and compassion. Yung dalawang iyon. So, because if you have discipline, ikaw sa sarili mo, even if others are not looking, you will always choose to do what is right. 'Di ba? Especially when you are dealing with your patients, when you are rendering patient care, you always have to do what is right eh. So even without others looking at you, if you have discipline within yourself, you will choose to do what is right. And then compassion, of course. Itong compassion na ito, pag wala ito, you cannot become a good nurse. Kahit puno ka ng knowledge and skills as a nurse, pero kung wala kang puso, you cannot take care of your patients. Patients will not love you. Yan po.
All right. Thank you, Ma'am Lorraine. Actually, I'm nakaka-relate ako kay Miss Mary since I'm a proud alumna of FEU din. So, the care of our university to our students or former students, of course, is there. So, thank you, Ma'am Mary, for answering that question. So, as another question, as mentioned, there are different fields in nursing. For you, what is the most fulfilling field as a nurse and why?
What is the most fulfilling? I cannot choose. You know why? You know why I can't choose? Kasi kahit saang field ka mapunta, you are dealing with patients. 'Di ba? You are dealing with patients and you are able to make a change in a person's life, no? You are able to make a difference in a person's life. So regardless of the field, regardless of the venue or the workplace, mapa-hospital yan, clinic, company, community, as long as you're able to empower other people to become healthy, 'di ba? And make difference in their lives, then that is fulfilling. So it doesn't matter wherever you are, no? It doesn't matter where you are. As long as you're able to do your mission, no? Your goals, it's fulfilling.
Okay, that's very inspiring. Actually, it's very mesmerizing, Miss Lorraine. The moment I actually watched the news with what you did for the homeless woman, it really amazed me. And I am very certain that our students and our aspiring nurses are very motivated and inspired with what you did.
I definitely agree to you, Misha. Definitely.
Yes. Okay, for our last question, here it is. Okay. During pandemic, you have seen how much our country needs nurses like you. Now the question is, what message can you give to the future nurses of our country?
Okay, so to the future nurses of our country, my message would be, okay, this is my message, no. If you really feel, if you really think and feel that nursing is for you, continue. Okay? But you have to be true to yourself eh. You have to be honest and true to yourself. But if you feel that nursing is not for you, then do not continue. Okay? And for those who continue to become nurses, my advice is be compassionate, be patient, okay, and give the best patient care that you can give to your patients. Yun. No matter how difficult situations could be, 'di ba? Especially now pandemic. Huwag tayong susuko. Sabi ko nga kanina, nurses, yung letter N, yung acronym kanina, letter N, never giving up, 'di ba? So kahit mahirap ang pinagdadaanan nating sitwasyon, lalo na ngayon na pandemic or future pandemics kung meron pa, wag naman sana, 'di ba? As nurses, we shouldn't give up. Let's just continue.
Yes.
Let us just continue with the jobs that we are doing and continue being compassionate to other people. Yun po.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Mary Lorraine Pingol. Okay, for that inspiring sharing and for answering the questions of our participants. I believe we were able to accommodate the questions. Okay, how about you, Sir Johnson? Do you have any questions for Miss Lorraine?
Actually, none, Michelle, but I really appreciate our nurses since it is really challenging to be strong or be brave nowadays, but they're really passionate po in what they're doing. So salute to Miss Lorraine and all of our nurses around the globe for the additional care for the community. Thank you so much, Miss Lorraine.
Thank you, Din.
Thank you, Nurse Lorraine. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Now, before we proceed, Nurse Lorraine, do you have any piece of advice to our audience, especially to our grade 12 senior high school students who are currently watching?
So, to the senior high school students who are watching, um, well, I don't know kung anong course yung gusto nyong kunin sa college, but I hope that you're going to take up nursing. Like what I said, nursing is a really good profession, okay? It is a good profession dahil career-wise, you will really grow. Magde-develop kayo professionally. Marami kayong opportunities. Maraming opportunities na mag-open sa inyo sa nursing, no? Career-wise. And other than that, choose nursing. Okay, and other than that, choose nursing not only because of having a good career, okay? Choose nursing because you want to make a difference in others people's lives. Okay? Because nursing, aside from being a profession, it is also a calling, it is a passion. Okay? So if you want a good career and if you want to help others also, you want to make a difference, then nursing is for you. Okay? And if you're going to take up nursing, choose FEU. Hindi kayo magsisisi.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Because FEU, like what I said, FEU, it has a good reputation when it comes to medical courses. Well, kahit anong course naman maganda naman ang FEU, any course, okay? Pero pag medical courses talaga FEU, di ba? So, maraming pumapasa sa board exam. Sa board exam, kapag graduate ng FEU, marami din nagtatap sa board, di ba?
Yes.
So, choose FEU. Hindi po kayo magsisisi.
All right. Thank you again, Ma'am Mary Lorraine or Miss Mary Lorraine Pingol for sharing and giving us your an idea or at least an experience for being a nurse. And we appreciate your heroic experience about the call of duty of being a nurse. So now to award the certificate of appreciation, may I call on Miss Michelle Evangelista, the coordinator for academic development office.
It is my honor and pleasure to award the Certificate of Appreciation to our guest speaker for this afternoon. Allow me to read. Far Eastern University Academic Affairs Office. This Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to Miss Mary Lorraine Pingol for her valuable contribution as speaker during FEU Y Talks with the theme, Kindness and Compassion, More Contagious Than the Virus. Given this 27th day of March 2021 at Far Eastern University, Manila. Signed by the Senior Director for Admissions and Financial Assistance, Dr. Michelle Acumular, and the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Teresa Trinidad Pino. Again, thank you very much, Nurse Lorraine, for gracing our Y Talks event today with your very inspiring story and journey.
Thank you so much po.
All right. Thank you, Miss Michelle Evangelista. Once again, we are grateful to you all for a very fruitful session. And to our speaker, Miss Mary Lorraine Pingol, who found time in sharing the experiences to our audience and attendees. Nurse Lorraine, thank you so much.
Thank you.